Oh, use them? Like you talked about this earlier about using the current Gundam Meisters as bait for whatever plans the true Celestial Being has, right?
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Lessons, and we are back with another episode of Gundam 00.
Mm-hmm.
Take it away.
Basically, we're in the middle of a very, very long fight. Our protagonists, I wouldn't call them heroes, are tired. They've been split. They seem to have been taken prisoner. And then a new Gundam shows up, a red Gundam with legs crossed for some reason. And it's kicking ass.
Is that the only other feature about the Gundam that stuck out to you?
Oh, they seem to have like bits as well. Oh, wow, bits.
No, you're talking about the next time on. I'm talking about during the episode.
The red, they have long range energy weapons that punch through the armor of the.
Okay, let's go over the details. What details stuck out to you one by one?
It was red. Had long range firepower because it wasn't detected by anybody. So he hit the mobile armor and destroyed
conceivably
the body
GN
of it.
particles.
Yeah, but they can detect those.
No, they can detect the absence of stuff where the GN particles are.
Yeah, and all of them can fly, so that's nothing new. And it came with crossed legs.
Really? It feels like there's one giant thing you're not listing.
No.
One giant difference between everything else.
And not tired. They're brand new and they're willing to fight.
I guess specifically, if you even remembered what my first note was last time, not this double recording, but yesterday's, my first note in our discussion about it.
Don't recall.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be very obvious to the point where I'm thinking you're probably going to say, well, I said that, and you haven't yet. That's why.
Well, I may have said it before, not today, though.
No. I mean, talking about right now. Well, you couldn't have said before. You only just got introduced to the concept of this Gundam right now.
I mean, well, the Tolerance only has 4 launch bays, so it has to come from somewhere else. We don't know who the pilot is. There has to be more Gundam Meisters. And it isn't the one Gundam that appeared over Setsuna when he was rescued.
Why say that?
Color scheme is very different.
You can repaint a Gundam.
Who also seems to have kind of like wings or something attached to it, which not. And I'm talking. Oh, the particles are red as well.
There you go.
Yeah.
The most obvious fucking thing about it. You don't remember that yesterday's notes started off where they're talking. Billy and Eichmann are looking at this breakdown about GN particles, and one of the big color scheme. And we had a whole conversation. Are they green? Are they yellow? So you were saying like yellow,
greenish,
and I was leaning on green.
Yellowish, yeah. Yeah. Although that one actually had more like butterfly effect because it had like yellows and greens and blues. Almost.
I mean, I disagree. Even though we literally just saw one again, in my head it's always green. So, but the idea is that this one is shooting out red particles. Like you're not like listing the biggest things.
I mean, Logon shoots pink shots, particle beams, and so does Virtue. So pinkish, reddish.
Yeah, but those aren't, as far as I know, the GN particles. That's just like plasma and shit.
Yeah, could be that.
When I say GN particles, I'm talking about, see like the back of Exia, that little cone thing. Yeah, green particles come off of that, and the same thing for the rest of them. Anyone that you see a cone.
I mean, this has to be an earlier Gundam, right? Because we know that there've been multiple generations of Gundam. So,
not commenting on any of that. I'm just indicating.
Oh, and they do mention, we can't deploy the arms. I didn't know what the arms were. When they're waiting for things, like, we should be. GN arms, yeah. But
Lichten Lade, I think his name is Lichten Lade. Is that or that? No, Lichten Lade is the guy who's like Christina. I don't remember what muscle guy's name is.
Yeah, I think it is. No, yeah, no.
Muscle guy's the one who says it.
He's the one who gets shot down by Chris. He's like, "Oh, thank you very much. But I'm not into you."
Lasse Eon. That's muscle guy's name. I've still got him up. I've still got the board open.
No, the other guys goes like, "Oh, thank you." Like, Christy says, "Oh, thank you very much. Too bad you're not my type." And he's like, "Oh."
Yeah, that's Lichtendale.
Yeah, Lichtendale. Yeah,
Lichtendal. Sorry, his last name is also short, but would cause me just an equal amount of problems. See, yeah, I'll just type it.
Yeah, okay. Sari?
Sari? Is that what you're gonna say?
Terry, yeah.
Not Silent T, Siri, or Terry, yeah. Silent S, Silent Terry.
I would say it's a Silent T, because if Ptolemos has a Silent T, then I think this would be
but
like
not
Sari.
Everybody on the Ptolemos is Greek.
True.
So I'm saying his last name would cause me just as much problems as his super long first name. Lichtendal, I think, is just easier to say than whatever his last name actually is. I'm opposed to even trying.
Yeah. Sari or Seri with so either Sari or Sherry would be the two ways to say, according to the AI overview, which is AI, so you can just.
I'm just gonna stick with Lichtendal and just get confused sometimes with Lichtenlade from Legend of Galactic Heroes. Mm-hmm. Which is funny to get confused because by our current watch of Legend of Galactic Heroes, that guy is dead. So I'm getting this guy confused with a dead guy who's conceivably 4 times his age.
Sari? I would say Sari, yeah.
See? Even you're having a problem right now. I'm just going to say with Lichtendal.
I even have problems with that one, so yeah, no, I'm not going to touch that one.
No, you have problems with Lichtenlade because you have a hard time remembering the Lade part, which, to be fair, is where my confusion lies with Lichtendal, is that I want to call him Lichtenlade because I'm just used to saying that because we're 80-something episodes in on Legend of Galactic Heroes. Versus this guy showed up like 4 times. Or at least he's shown up with a speaking role 4 times.
Yep. Very like Cherry.
All right, well, clearly we have nothing to talk about, so let's go ahead and hop on in and see what we get.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this,
unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
It's funny when I talk about OOF and the characters being in the background of stuff. This is one of them. One of the OOF characters is just flying around. He sees this. That's the hyperdrive on the Millennium Falcon failing to go.
Yeah.
Spot the difference, lessons.
God damn.
Well, that's the one. That was Griffin's favorite. I also have to wonder now, so many episodes in, what the purpose is of the bangles that they wear. You look at this suit, and they've got this giant thing around the wrists in the little spacesuit thing.
It could be locked so that, because if you want, you have weak points in the wrist, in the neck, right? So you want to have extra sealant there. So
for what?
So that the suit doesn't get compromised and in space. And
so you're saying it's a lock for the atmosphere in the suit?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't think it would help you that much. I mean, unless it locks off by cutting your hand off.
You make the glove thin, right?
Oh, I mean, I get what you're saying. It's just the element of what happens to you. Ironically, say you're in an accident in space and your hand gets degloved. Not by, legitimately everything gets ripped off. Like skin down.
Well,
your hand is exposed to space, so you're radiating heat. You're open there, too. So unless it's going to cut your fucking hand off and then seal it all off, I don't understand.
Lock it by pressure. You can lock it by pressure.
Yeah, but then again, you're still excluding heat in all of your body blood and whatnot.
You lose the hand, basically.
Yeah, so your thing might as well just cut your hand off. Anyway, let's see this.
Okay. Pretty cool.
大丈夫してる？エクシアのパイロットくん。
お前は
ねえなトリニティ。君と同じガンダムマイスターね。
ガンダムマイスター。その機体は
ガンダムスローネ3号機。スローネドライ。
3号機。
1号機と2号機にはね、ニーニーズが乗ってるよ。今頃きっと。
Iron's fine dry.
フォーメーションを崩すな。このままガンダムを本部へ連行する。指揮を取ったのはこの俺、パトリック・コーラサワーだ。そうさ、ガンダムが手に入れば大佐の気持ちだって。
You saying that out in the channel?
Hey, it's good to good to let her know what your goals are.
Yeah, that's not gonna.
なんだ。
目標ヘリオン部隊大破確認。引き続きミッション続行する。
あの光は
Red, yes.
Yeah.
了解。
このガンダムが超人機関の施設を攻撃し、私の同胞を殺した。なぜなの？
I don't know if it's great to consider the kids your comrades, but I guess you're a kid too. Who the hell knows? Bits are always my favorite Gundam weapon. It's probably because I got back into a Gundam with Witch from Mercury. And Ariel's main weapon of choice is bits. Gun bits, they call them.
Zwei. Oh, that's a German for.
Lessons,
right?
are you just figuring this out?
Yeah.
She said hers was dry. She said her brothers were in 1 and 2. I literally said Eins fine dry. How are you not figuring?
Because I don't know my German that well.
And yet we watch Legend of the Galactic Heroes, which is mostly German. Not Stewart. As we all know, the good guys are typically in black, purple, and red.
どうやら間に合ったようだな。
あんたは
スローネアインのガンダムマイスター、ヨハン・トリニティ。
ヨハン・トリニティ。
What he said.
君の仲間のマイスターのところにも。
He said his name was Johann Trinity.
私の兄弟たちが救出に
Yeah, I
向か
know.
っている。
Oh, I thought you said, what did he say?
ヨハンに
I don't know.
ねえなか。
こっちのミッションはクリアしたわ。
そうか。ねえな。GN 粒子最大領域で散布。
Oh, don't do that.
了解ね。行くよ、ハロー。
Well, I mean, it does work.
One of my
If
favorite
all the
Haru.
sensors.
最大
Yeah. Well,
I
like
think the
it,
reason I
so-
like Trinity the most is just for the guitar.
Yeah.
But like people really like the Epion, right? What was about the
Yeah.
Epion that they liked?
It was red.
Well, black and red, plus you know guitar riffs and whatnot.
GN 粒子。一体何が。ねえなか。
The thing is that in Spanish, nena is a way of saying girl.
Yeah, girl Trinity.
Yeah.
She's the only one.
双方向通信の遮断ポイントが急激に拡大していきます。
Yeah, if they cut off all of them, they can't tell where they are.
Yeah.
General area.
I don't disagree. Just
これではガンダムを視認する以外捕捉は不可能です。分かっている。
Thank God we started working on those AI targeting platforms.
ガンダムの路角に失敗。増援を求め。通信が。
I guess worse yet, this is also just a giant desert. So this would also cut off their GPS. They don't remember where the fuck they came from. Oh, Patrick. Put your helmet back on.
Hey, you shouldn't call people on your cell phone. Like, I'm gonna call based on my cell phone.
I mean, maybe if it's like laser link.
Yeah, I know it's more than just a cell phone, but still.
No, I'm saying if there was like a technology to do that.
マジかよ。心配かけやがって。
みんなミッションコンプリートですわね、スメラギさん。
Is it?
No.
Wasn't even the mission at this point.
なんでもないわ。予想が外れて嬉しいこともあるのね。
So maybe what she told Billy she thought was actually going to be true. Self-destructs and auto.
Oh, use them? Like you talked about this earlier about using the current Gundam Meisters as bait for whatever plans the true Celestial Being has, right? And they're autopilot now.
As per. Which implies that Sumeragi's self-destruct thing might have actually been a plan.
Mm-hmm. That you know of.
Well, Tierra's the one who's like most in contact with Veda, other than maybe Sumeragi.
Doesn't mean that Veda tells him everything. We don't even know exactly what Veda is. We think it's an AI, but...
No, I think you said Veda was an AI like once. Otherwise, we've just been saying Veda, Veda, Veda without any context.
大事だと思わないの？
明日からのテストの方が心配です。
だよね。
Oh, you didn't study, Saji?
監視者アレハンドロ・コーナー。
Okay. Now this feels a lot like Gundam Wing.
Time for your solo rendition of Phantom of the Opera.
緊急とは穏やかではないな。おそらくタクラマ間地帯での戦闘で新たに投入された3機のガンダムの件であろう。あの機体、ベーダの計画には記載されていないようだが、どうやらソレスタルビーイングには極秘裏にセカンドチームが存在していると考えられる。全監視者にその是非について提言したい。新たに実動した3機のガンダムを了承するか否か。結論を急ぎすぎだ。その前に
Oh, so I get so these represent the different places they come from. They're different parts of the world, right? I guess.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know why you would do that. Why represent anything about you?
Alright,
time for recap.
Yeah. So these observers
legitimately,
are part of Celestial Being?
I think that's implied.
But they say the Celestial Being has...
I'm gonna be honest with you, the first time I saw this episode, I think I was sick. So this is like a fever dream to me. And I don't remember this episode fondly.
No.
Specifically for this part, because I think from here on out, we might be in recap territory.
It's episode 16, so it would be a...
I'm just saying, I think. I can't remember. I don't remember much about this other than that when we saw the next time on and we saw that giant circle thing that he's sitting in the middle of getting the conversation.
Yeah.
I just remember that episode I just didn't like. And if it was a whole recap episode, then maybe that was why.
Yeah. So this is more like the Illuminati crap that we're dealing with, right?
Well, United Nations.
The United Nations talk to each other with art features?
I don't remember. Again, this is the element of it just like merging in my head of whatever the fuck was going on the first time I saw
this.
This
feels more like.
No, I'm saying he's a United Nations guy. Yeah. And I don't know. All they said was observers. And these guys are talking about celestial being. For all I know, the United Nations is just a puppet for celestial being. They've had 200 years to set this up.
そしてソレスタルビーイングの発案者であり創設者でもあるイオリア・シュヘンベルグの声明が世界へと発信された。そう2世紀以上の時を経てついに本計画は動き出したのです。セカンドミッションは
And it's not like he's adding anything.
No.
When we see the yellow text on the top, and it's like the celestial being's actual motivation is, and he just recites the thing that we already know. To be fair, though, this is exactly what I thought the tactical reports would be. An after-action summary of what has actually happened, or why we did a thing.
Yeah. That would make sense in that format, I think.
Take that, drugs.
Yeah. We're still fighting the war on drugs.
It's funny since you brought up the idea that Veda might be an AI. I would like to enter in this information into like an AI and see what it would say that celestial beings' goal would really is based on these activities that they take.
Who are these guys? Who are these people?
You just met them. What are you talking about? It's the oddity that this new stuff is being introduced in the middle of the clip.
Yeah.
They're discussing the events that Celestial Being has already done, even though they're the new characters.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't understand why you're saying, who are they? You just met them.
Yeah. Are they perhaps?
It's like we showed up at a Halloween party, and you met them dressed up in their Halloween costumes, and then they showed back up in their own house, and they're like, who are you? This is me, Johan. That's Nina. And that's the other guy who you haven't heard his name yet, so I'm not going to say it out loud. I will say, of the three, the other guy whose name's not been said is the one that I chose out of the three. Griffin chose Nina, I chose the other guy. The other guy not named Johan.
我々は拒否権を行使できんからな。そして予測されていた通りに世界の反発が起きた。
But did she get the clothes?
I don't think she did.
I mean, it's really hard to go back over like everything that's happened and then try to put it together with what we've seen. It's like, you remember that time Luis almost was a victim of a terrorist bombing? Yeah.
I mean, she was a victim of a terrorist bombing.
No, she's not. I said almost a victim because she almost got into a bus. But anyway, the point I was getting at, Lessons, is what's the last thing we saw? Her crying of her mother being gone.
Yeah.
It's really hard to parse, oh no, she almost died in a terrorist bombing, with she's sad her mother went home.
大国は彼らの存在を受け入れなかった。人格連は特務機関長部を編成し、ソレスタルビーイング多目的輸送。
And in case anyone in the audience is now wondering why the fuck I keep talking so much, it's recap, man.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and just watch a recap again. Only specifically because of the format of the show. We rewatch everything and take notes.
I guess these guys are transports and warships because they have missile launchers. So,
yeah. At best, I say they should be ramming.
Why?
Because they're basically useless. They're like the transports in Gundam Wing. They just get their shot. They get there and they get shot. At least be useful for something. But yeah, like I said, we take notes and everything already, so all of this is in our head. It's also on a notepad or a Google Doc. Plus, not for nothing, probably I'm gonna rewatch this one again anyway. So legitimately watching a clip show like this means watching the same content for the fourth to fifth time. Sorry, fourth to fifth time for you. Fifth to sixth time for me. Yeah. 彼が超人機関技術研究所の所在とその破壊をミッションプランとして提案したからだったな。ただし彼は納涼士派の影響を See, I thought they accepted it because of the South Africa part of the plan. 彼にガンダムマイスターを続けさせるかどうかを議論する余地がありそうだな。How many other people do you think died that day to shrapnel?
Yeah.
Bullshit. They kill enemy pilots all the time. I, in fact, had an early note about that. They didn't go out of their way not to kill pilots. There we go. His name is Michael.
私見え切らない男なんて嫌いだろ。あのアザディスタンの一件一つ取ってもよ。今度こそ。
I feel like this has nothing to do with the point that he was just talking about. They're so concerned about hurt feelings. For example, take around a thing that they did in Afghanistan. The scene has nothing to do with hurt feelings.
Yeah.
Huh. You notice what's missing from this scene?
What? What?
The helicopter.
Yeah.
Because remember, she shouts, Setsuna, so is that you? Blah, blah, blah. And the only point is, maybe the helicopter is blocking everyone from hearing that? The helicopter wasn't there.
だがセカンドチームのガンダムの太陽炉はどこで作られたのか。現在稼働している太陽炉は5機しかないはずだが。
Huh.
件に関してはベーダから確定情報が明示されるでしょう。
That's important information. Can you pick that up?
何構わんさ。我々は監視者。どのように世界が動こうとも我々にあるのは。 総意によるソレスタルビーイングの秘訣権だけなのだから。
意見が出揃ったところで改めて監視者に問いたい。新たに登場した3機のガンダムの存在を了承するか否か。
私は了承する。受け入れよう。賛成する。私も了承しよう。
それでは。
Okay.
Did you pick that up about the reactors, though?
Yeah, that there should be only 5 active right now.
And you're not.
We have.
So you're not figuring out why that's an important fact.
I mean, could they be explosive in some way?
I'm not even talking about the thrones. I'm not even talking about the thrones. Yeah. If there should only be 5 reactors, why is that important?
I don't know. A new ship too.
So nothing's coming to your head.
There should be there's a missing Gundam Meister then? If the original team was supposed to be 5, but they only have 4, then we have a missing.
We're not even
Gundam
talking
Meister.
about the original. He says that they have 5, which is also wrong, but I'm not even getting that.
I mean, it's 7 right now.
No. Well, no, it would be 8 then, but that's not even that. Even
With
you're wrong, Matt.
Yeah, we 8.
But even then, that's wrong. Because we know the Ptolemos has those as well.
So 8 with the Ptolemos.
No, I think the Ptolemos has it's either the Ptolemos has 2 or 4. I can't remember. They've mentioned it before though. But the point being is that they're clearly not counting the Ptolemoses.
No.
But anyway, my point isn't the point, because I'm not trying to tell you anything. I'm trying to guide you to get there, because I can't tell you anything. That would be cheating. I just don't think you're doing the math right, Lessons. And I'm not talking about ignore the thrones. They said there should be how many?
5 and we have only 4, that means we're missing then. That's what I said.
武力介入を開始したトリニティの猛攻に世界は震撼し翻弄され続けるしかないのか。次回スローネ教習。
My question is whether these 3 are actually also HRL style, designer babies.
Obviously not.
Why not?
All right, let's get back on the path of guiding you places. What happens in this episode?
They come in, they rescue the other Gundams.
Right, let's focus on that. Which Gundams do they rescue?
The 4.
Okay, specifically.
Lock On. I mean, all of them were in trouble. Lock On, Virtue, Exia, and.
Well, I want to point out that Lock On is the name of the pilot, not the name of the Gundam.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I was expecting you to name the pilots, and then you just jumped into Gundam names. It's like,
yeah,
okay.
I don't know.
Let's just skip to the halfway point. One of them rescues Alleluia.
Mm-hmm.
Why does Alleluia need rescuing?
Because he has synchronicity problems with quantum brains nearby.
Right. Well, we'll say with Soma. So Soma gets driven away.
Yeah.
Does he still have that problem?
No.
Therefore,
they could be more advanced people that don't have that issue, right?
It's not the problem of them being advanced. Soma could technically be considered to be more advanced because she's shielded. It's Alleluia that has the problem.
Yeah, but if they're not broadcasting quantum waves, then they wouldn't affect anybody.
Then they're not using quantum waves.
No, but they could be modified people, right? They could be.
No, they can't, because he fucking destroyed the facility.
They could have. I mean, these kids, they look like they're in their teens, so they could have been.
Lessons, I also want you to consider levels of complexity.
Mm-hmm.
The moment that you started veering off of face value, you started introducing levels of complexity that some of these shows just don't have.
True enough. I'm saying it could be. I'm thinking that maybe they are. I don't know. I get it.
Yeah, and I'm not, like you said, I'm not telling you one way or the other. I am legitimately just guiding you down the path of, hey, what happened? He had a headache. Soma went away. Headache went away. He's in front of a throne. You're propositioning that they could be the super soldiers that give Alleluia a headache. Doesn't have a headache in front of them.
Well, they could have other modifications.
Sure. Everyone could be a super soldier at that point, though. You're just introducing the element that any character could be a super soldier.
But they give me that sort of creepy, I don't know, we were made for this kind of scenario, like literally constructed for this. Maybe they were not built to be in the same, they could be made to be in the Gundams, right? Specifically, which doesn't require them to have like quantum brains, whatever, just they were made to be synchronized with Gundams much better than the people they pick, right? If these are second generation or third or fourth or fifth the new generation of Gundams, like, yeah, we're not going to take any chances. We're going to make people precisely to fight, to be our Gundam Meisters and to fit into the Gundams.
Yeah, except that these guys seem to be older than half of our guys.
I mean, they seem to be around the same age as what's his name, Alleluia. So
older than Setsuna.
Yeah, but Setsuna
I said half of our guys' lessons, so obviously you can't pick one.
But the only comparison that we have for a human modification problem is Alleluia. So if they're around Alleluia's age,
and Soma, once again, Soma.
Yeah, which got restarted. So there you go. Yeah,
and then he destroyed it.
Mm-hmm. And they could have been older. I mean, how long would it take to plan out these new Gundams and make them and make people with them? I mean, it could be a long time project.
10 years.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Legitimately, we've heard from one of the meetings, a new generation of Gundam would take 10 years to design and build.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that you 10 don't do anything, then 10 don't do anything. You could start multiple programs.
Lessons
could be earlier.
Ironically, this is funny to me because I've kind of already spoiled a bunch of this shit by talking about the manga OOF that I've read. So you don't have to explain it to me. Ironically, I've already spoiled it for you. You just don't remember. So.
Yeah, no, they were earlier.
Well, I mean, I didn't spoil it. Well, I guess no, I didn't mention any of that. I spoiled it by mentioning prequel stuff about all of this.
Yeah.
Which meant nothing to you, so you didn't put it in your head anywhere. So the comment that I give about the comment section back in early Fate Zero days, everyone wanted to tell us everything that had nothing to do with what was happening on screen. So, since I had nothing to associate that information with, it just doesn't stick in my head. If you tell me something about something that's actively happening, I'll associate that thought with the thing that's happening. So I told you a bunch of shit that had nothing to do with what was happening on screen, so I'm assuming it didn't stick with you. And you have no other thoughts about the number of reactors.
I mean, I already did the math. How much more thoughts do you have? They're supposed to be 5.
Because math is like the first step lessons. You should have done the math the moment you saw the number. And that should have led you on other thoughts.
I already told you they have one missing. That's what I've been saying. That's it.
That's it. That's the only thought you fucking have.
Yes. That's all you need to know. It's
not all I need to know, lessons, legitimately. I'm not like, I understand if you're saying I'm dumb and this is the only thing I can think of. But
I mean, what else could it be?
I can't tell you. But obviously it's something you've talked about plenty of times, which is why I keep pushing. You've talked about this thing before.
Unless another person, well, I mean, clearly none of the big blogs have Gundams. That's when they capture these Gundams.
I feel like this has to be, like, I know I harken back to Macross Frontier a lot. This has to be when they finally started exposing the bacteria thing in the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where I had talked about the bacteria thing in like the first few episodes, and then he gaslit me, and then I like stopped talking about it, and you really wanted me to talk about it because you're like, they're talking about this thing, it's very important. This is like a thing that you brought up early, have not brought up it again, and now it's like I'm trying to like, hey.
Well, right reactors. Now I'm drawing a blank. I don't. I mean,
I know. Obviously, we can't get there from here. Or we can't get there from this moment. I'm just indicating to you that I'm not like pushing for no reason. I feel like this is epiphany moment.
The only thing would be that the missing reactor would be the Gundam that saves Setsuna's life.
I mean, that's a thought. Maybe explore that space.
That's it. But it's not anywhere here, so it's missing. If somebody else has it. We have another Gundam Meister. It's a backup unit for Setsuna or somewhere else. It's 0 to 01 kind of scenario, right?
I don't think you're going to want to explore the names of these Gundams. No, I mean, like, you know how they have designations? Like,
yeah.
I don't remember what, I guess Gundam Wing didn't have
Virtue,
designations.
Exia.
No. That's their name designations. I mean, like, RX-7801. It was like the original Mobile Suit. Well, actually, it's 02 is the original Mobile Suit Gundam. In this one, they get real stupid the further on we get.
I mean, yeah, that's all I got.
All right, well, as always, once again, I have been Theta. This has been Lessons. We've been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?